might drop some frames at the start. It's been doing that lately.
Oh, okay.
But it'll settle itself given time.
I forget which channel I watched on, but it was like a retrospective of the mod team that made the Black Mesa Source remake. It was very interesting, actually. I think I'm gonna buy it and play it maybe tomorrow.
That'd be fun.
Took them like 15 years to remake it.
Dang.
It was all just like volunteers. I didn't know that Valve approached them at the end and was like, hey, how about we sell this on Steam? And they let them put it on Steam and sell it. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
That's nice.
Are we live?
Yes.
Oh. Hi, guys.
What's
Oh.
up? Here we are, Outer Wilds. It's been a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Outer Wilds.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oops. Oh, there's parts of the Caribbean game filter.
What?
It's everywhere. What did I tell you?
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Mr. Amateur.
I think that might be Tay, but I'm not sure.
Oh.
I think it probably is.
Oh yeah, the third YouTube channel, one basically for memes. You've been having a productive week. That's good.
That's always good.
Gaming news alert. Fortnite has taken out building.
Just entirely?
Yes, for now at least.
Oh, that's
Who knows?
weird.
It could be forever. Is it just for the season?
I don't know. We played it and it was like, wow.
Does it have an in-story reason, or does it? Just...
Yeah. That's what
probably
I
for
said.
the
I was like, it's
season.
probably just a, publicity stunt. It was like that time where Pornhub was like, we're taking down all the porn and becoming a website.
Like a hobby website, yeah,
or
like cooking and stuff.
Or OnlyFans being like, we're taking off all of our nudie stuff.
This isn't what OnlyFans is about.
Yeah, or IHOP with the burgers.
Or
Yeah,
IHOP with the
But
burgers.
they're going to change their name to IHOP, and then, of course, that was just a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what I think it is. I'm like, what are they going to change their name to? Instead of Fortnite, just Night,
Gun night.
Shoot Night.
Okay, where are we gonna get started?
I have no idea.
We could try to break into that thing on the ocean planet. Remember there was the place where they build the statues?
Right. Was it the construction yard?
No. Maybe we can start by looking on Giant's Deep. Yeah, look for Giant's Deep. Okay.
Statue Island.
The Statue Workshop.
That's it.
It's debated bypassing the Statue's Workshop door and sneaking inside by an alternate, more dangerous route.
Yeah, we never figured that out.
It's Emily.
Can't believe that account name.
That's so funny. That alias is hilarious.
Now we can just fly right in.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, good. You can lock on to Statue Island.
I can mark it on the map, yeah.
Oh, that's so helpful. Class is having some stupid photo shoot. Been here for over 2 hours. Should be over in one more. Oh, sorry,
Oh, man,
Freak
yeah.
Eclipse.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry. Emily, what is that? Of course, I went and had to go look at your YouTube channel. What is that? Did you make that milk commercial?
Oh,
What is
man.
that?
Did you make that? Is that for like a school project or something?
Probably a school project.
I don't know who that is in that video. I don't
Yeah.
recognize that person.
Can't use your phone except for breaks that last a few minutes. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, get exposed, Emily.
Yes. It's so funny.
It was a classmate.
Oh.
Well, we're on Statue Island now.
Oh, good. Okay, sneak around a more dangerous way. Now, what could be the more dangerous way? It could just be up here. Ooh,
This looks dangerous.
yes it does.
Spectre alien on the case. I look at. You guys don't know this, but I look at everyone's YouTube channel who comes in and chats.
Yes.
All of them.
All of them.
Why can't I get over
Can
there?
you jump? Okay,
I.e.
there we go.
Also stands for Internet Explorer.
No one uses Internet Explorer.
That's what I do. I explore the internet.
Huh.
I remember this place. We didn't find anything when we were here before.
There's gotta be a way in. We gotta keep looking. This is it. Oh, this is unread. They're gonna test the memory statues tonight. Fox says it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? I guess we have read it. Really want to see the test too long, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably should. Maybe Fox will let us see a later test. Fox specifically told us not to do that. The other way.
The
There is
other
another
way.
way. There's gotta be another way.
There is. They talk about it, but I don't know what it is.
Do we fall in there? there's no falling. Okay. Oh no. Are we stuck?
No, we're good. I think I can get us out. Yep.
Why can I never spell amateur?
AMATEUR. Right? Yep. It's probably hard to spell because it's French.
Is it?
I think so.
Mature.
EUR, you know?
Immature.
There's got to be a way in. Oh, I hate when there's
Ah,
babies!
yeah. It's the worst part.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
I don't know what the tornado things here are.
If you're looking, you could just go to his channel after here.
Hell.
Oh, maybe I can do it because I'm a mod. Okay.
It's one of these teleporty places.
Yeah. This was the first one that we found, I think.
John Luke Corpus.
Yep.
John Corpus!
Yeah, we didn't tell you that John is back.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Just showed up earlier
Oh.
last week, I think.
Doesn't have the classic profile picture anymore.
Nope.
Maybe go that way?
This is where it came from.
Oh, heck. I'll try to peek around and see if there's anything on, like, the other rocks or anything. More dangerous way. Down there?
Isn't that how I got up here?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I scooched up around here.
Scooched.
Scooch.
Yes. I haven't heard scooched in a long time. I don't know why that word was just rampant in school. Like, scooch over. Can you
Yeah,
scooch?
it's weird.
And you become an adult and you realize no one says scooch.
People don't have to scooch as much.
They don't know. You don't have to scooch when you become an adult.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's like people kind of know that when you're sitting on the couch, you leave room for someone else, you know?
Yeah.
Or they'll just tell you to get the F out of the way. That's what happens when you're an adult.
Not necessarily.
Can you move?
Not in this house.
No.
Do you guys say, like, you ask someone to scooch over?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
Or I
it's
feel
usually
like
asking
it's
to
usually-
move over to a different seat entirely.
Yeah, or it's like, hey, can I sit there? You know?
Mhm.
Is this seat taken?
Is that not the way you came from?
I think it's either I came from this way or I came from the other way. Oh gosh, we're in the air.
Okay, just stay on the gravity thing. It'll hold you in place.
We're
Oh.
literally in space.
I'm on a sugar crush.
The tornadoes that can shoot up to escape velocity is crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Especially on a planet with double strength gravity.
Sliding over is so boring. Yeah, that's a weird word that I just haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, this is definitely where I came from. I see the ship over there. There's all this talk of another way to go, but I can't see it.
There's gotta be. But I mean, that other. We either came from that way or the other way, right? Maybe this is a more dangerous way.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, look, you have to drop down pretty far.
It also leads back to the ship, I think.
Does it not?
Let's try.
Because you can go to the right there and it's close to the water. Does that not seem dangerous?
Confusion.
I definitely came from this way.
Oh, dang. So you didn't come from the other way?
I think both of them led to the same spot.
So you can-
roads lead here.
So you can go to the right from here, then, is what you're saying.
Yes. It's just water. Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe that is the way to go. There's... Nick is giving us a hint. Would you like a hint?
Ah, yes. Hint.
There's water in the statue chamber. I wonder where it comes from.
Yeah, it must flow in from here.
Yeah, maybe we can get underneath the island or something. Right there?
The Fairly Odd Parents breaking the rules.
Oh, I love that
it's a
game.
classic.
Through
Yeah.
on the gaming channel. Nice.
So we're already on the right track.
Thank you, Nick.
Now, ball.
Oh, this just takes us out. We're already inside.
Right. At least we found the door.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Funny how life throws you either gold or shit. It's either 50-50 rotation. First you're happy, then you're pissed, then happy, then pissed again.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
This is weird looking. Here we go.
Would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue?
Do you kindly scooch back?
Yeah, would you kindly
Please.
scooch back?
Did he say scooch?
No, it says
No, it
step.
says
I'm pairing
insane.
the statue. Okay, see how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue is paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star
Ah.
system, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project.
Oh, it records memories and sends them to the Ash Twin Project.
This is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He has outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomi's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Oh! Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding Nomai.
So it just sends the memories back through time.
I guess. Oh.
It takes a long time to get used to hearing your own voice.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, yeah. And it's weird because, like, the first while that you listen to your own voice, you're like, Oh man, it sounds so different. But after a while, this voice in your
like
head,
the voice in your head
sounds...
starts to sound like the voice you hear in the recordings.
Yeah. I've installed the
replaces it.
masks inside the Ash Twin Project Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to see the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure.
Ah.
They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin Project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be.
Wouldn't it? Profoundly.
Profoundly. What pissed you off is JoJo Part 6 anime continuation getting pushed all the way back into fall. Pretty much an entire year after the first 12 episodes. Ugh.
Yeah, it happens.
I hate when stuff gets pushed back, especially when it's something you're looking forward to.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
it's taking the Ash Twin. Oh!
Ah!
Oh, no, we're just seeing what's
Yeah,
happening.
we're seeing
on
a
Ash Twin.
projection of it.
Whoa. Okay.
See, we step out.
Yucky.
That's freaky. New music, too. Whoa.
Yeah, I think we saw something real valuable.
So, yeah, something that
Or
we
the
don't
sun's
totally
gonna blow
get.
up. Probably not.
No, I don't think it's been long enough for the sun to blow up. Okay, that's the way out.
Yeah.
We can't have seen everything yet, right?
I don't think so, but... There's nothing else in here.
Alexis.
Alexis.
We've got the whole gang in the mix. That's
Yeah.
right. Saturday streams. It's just it's so derpy.
Like
It's a
that
goat.
thing.
That one looks into your soul.
Uh-huh.
And he's judging him for looking into our soul.
Yeah. What are you doing, son?
Hey, man, you shouldn't look into their souls like that.
Now you get a full netherite armor set. +1 pickaxe and sword. Now I need my axe, shovel, hoe, and silk touch pick,
Oh boy.
shovel, and axe.
Here we go.
I've been dabbling in a little Minecraft this week.
Yeah. Gravity!
Oh, shucks. I'll be fine.
Lock onto the island.
It'll fall back on top of me and I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
I think it's gone. I think it's gone.
No, it'll come back down. Or I'll get pulled into the abyss first. See, look, there it is.
That was freaky.
Okay.
I was on something for a second. I noticed the tornado thing was glowing.
Oh, really? I guess that's a warning? It's like, it lets you know that it's about to happen, maybe?
Maybe. It was like over here, there was the tornado panel. Maybe if you're standing on it when the tornado happens, something will take you somewhere? I don't know. Because it was right here, this thing. There's a pillar glowing out of it.
Oh! Yeah, maybe
Leading
it's a
up there.
teleport thing? Do we just stand
Standing
on
and
it?
There's nothing else to do in here.
Huh.
Unless.
Unless.
We won't run out of oxygen before then. Ugh.
Oh, you're right. There aren't any trees in here?
Not in here, but there are some outside.
I guess you could go for them? It's gonna be a while before the tornado comes in.
That's true. I could maybe even just get back to the ship and get back here in time.
Maybe. Finding the ancient debris is a much more tiresome process than finding
Oh,
diamonds, that's
ugh.
for sure.
I know. Did it with friends before. It's a major pain getting netherite.
Thankfully, you only need 4 debris for 1 netherite ingot, and just got 1 ingot to upgrade. Ugh. They were very merciful with designing it like that.
Oh yeah. It would be impossible to do it otherwise.
I'm sure that it's supposed to be hard because it's like, it's the most powerful thing, right?
It is.
And it's a new thing, so it's supposed to be like a challenge for old players, would be my guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just digging through a bunch of netherrack over and over and over until you can find it. And we're refreshed.
Nice. One more thing to read in there, but it's high up.
High up.
Okay.
It's hard to get high up in there because of the gravity.
Yeah. But we have more jetpack. You have to use when it's in space to zoom over there.
Right, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Okay. So you just have to get your jetpack and just when you're floating up into space. Okay. I guess we can try that if the sun doesn't get us first.
I think we have at least one more tornado thing. I think I see where it is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
2 words.
Yeah, gold.
Is that it? Nope, please don't read it
I'm
out
not
loud.
gonna read it out loud. I said one word.
Please don't read my address out loud.
I said one word.
Don't dox me, please.
Anything
It's
but
my
that.
address too.
1, 2, 3 Fake Street.
Yeah.
There, gotcha.
Apartment 1C. You know what's weird? I don't even remember what our old apartment number was.
I do. It was close to what you said.
Was it 1K?
Yeah.
Yeah, mending is really good. It just makes it less annoying. Because, like, getting netherite is such a pain, and having to worry about losing the tools is awful. That's why you get some mods and put Unbreaking 10 on it.
I'm putting on a song.
I just have it stuck in my head. I'm not gonna blast it. This is just for me.
Okay, I was like, I have no idea what song that is. Did someone recommend it?
No, it's a meme song.
Okay, let's. Yeah, I guess we're waiting for the tornado to come. Don't stand on that though, because unless.
I don't know what it does.
Oh wait, maybe that's what she's talking.
Because
about.
there's another one up there.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it warps us to it.
Yeah. Okay, let's just wait on it then. I have it on everything, plus protection 4 and unbreak 3. Name my sharpness 5 sword, the only fitting name. Phil Swift.
Sorry. Annoying ass song.
Like, what is that?
I hear the tornado.
This chat is full of aliases. I know which one is Tay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a holding pad.
Here
if you're not
it
in that when the
comes.
island comes back down on the planet, you die. Oh, okay.
Oh.
So once it... Okay, we gotta try to zoom
wait.
up.
Why is it going down? I'm trying to go up and it's going down. Oh, I see. It was pulling me too hard. That's the problem.
Okay, let's try again, I guess.
Yeah, we'll try again next time. It's really hard.
Woo!
Ah! At least we're right back where we started. Yeah, being on the holding pad probably is what messed me up.
I don't know, actually. Ugh, I struggle so much with physics. I was just thinking about that when I was trying to play pinball earlier. I was like, I don't understand.
Like, maybe I have to be, like, while it's on the way back down, it'll allow me to go up.
Maybe if you...
Because if I try to fly while it's going up, it'll be pulling me down.
What if you stay on the land, at least? Because I think what might have kept you pulling down was that you were over the abyss.
If I try to jump over to it while it's going up, I'll just get pulled down.
Yeah.
Well, Tay, you have a very unique way of typing, so it's...
Yeah.
You think you have an idea of who the Emily
Some of the
person
things... Some of the things you said sounded like you, so I was like, oh, that's probably him. Just like how we were able to tell it was the real John after he kept saying certain things. Like, yeah, that's him.
I was wondering about that.
Like, it's either him or somebody who knows him really well. So, like, what's the difference there at that point?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know who would go to that much trouble to pretend to be him for such a long time.
We're almost out of oxygen.
Guess I better go get some. remember oxygen running out this fast.
Me either. It's because we're out in space.
We're just hyperventilating.
Freaking out like... There we go.
Voila.
I've been getting the urge to stream lately.
Yeah.
Oh no, the sun!
Oh, the sun!
No!
It's slow to come back. At least we know where it is now.
Yeah, we've added some new stuff to the log.
I'm avoiding social interaction as much as I can by staying in different corners of the building.
That's the strat. Stupid sun.
You're slowly figuring out your strategy.
Maybe the tornado will come right before the sun
Will we have time
hits.
to read? You'll escape successfully. Come on, tornado.
Have you ever been almost in school and people are trying to take your picture? Number 5.
It's like, is that the number 15 Burger King foot lettuce?
Number 15.
What's his name?
Chills.
Chills.
Chills, yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want on your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
Yeah.
And that
That
might be what you get.
He says that he talked like that on purpose because he thought he was supposed to. But it's like, I don't know who told him you're supposed to
Oh
talk
my
like that.
gosh.
He's like, oh, dude, like a...
Like, I've never heard anybody in a narration video talk like that, but he's like, no, people said that's how you're supposed to do it. It's like, what are you talking about?
Who? Who
Who
told
said you should
this?
talk
telling
like
you that?
that?
Like,
Sometimes people will use a low voice, but they don't talk like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe like a spooky type voice, like, you know,
On Saturday night.
it's on a Saturday.
They usually,
night, much
you know,
like
they'll
this
speak
one.
kind of slow in a deeper voice, you know. But, oh, geez, that looks weird.
Whoa.
There was just like a little pillar shooting up.
Whoa. Okay, I guess we come back to Giant Steep then.
I beat your mom's score in pinball.
Yes.
Wow.
By like 1,000,000 points.
Oof.
I know it'll trigger
Ruby's
her.
here.
She's probably down
Ruby,
there
what's
trying
up?
to beat it.
Good
Well,
to see
they're
ya.
going out, so
Yeah.
she'll do it later.
She'll go out later after beating the pinball score. She has to do that first.
She's very competitive.
I almost put ASS as the initials. I was like, no, I can't do
That's
that.
inappropriate.
I was like, can't do that.
Not in this house.
Can't do that.
Whenever I do, I just hear Bart. Just Bart laughing.
Well, and it would be, so the thing about it is it would be extra funny, like, so it's funny to put that on any machine, right?
Yes.
But it's extra funny because it's close to Mom's initials.
Exactly. Her initials almost were that.
I
too.
know, they were.
That would have been hilarious.
Hilarious. You'd have to be cruel.
Remember, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I knew a kid whose name was Sam, and his initials were SAM.
Wow.
And I was like, he's just always Sam.
Just Sam. It's pretty funny.
Reminds you of the mother who named her child Dovahkiin to win a contest with Bethesda because he was born on the same day Skyrim came out. So she named him Dovahkiin, and she got a collection of Bethesda's games on Steam. Just Steam keys to the entire library for naming her child Dovahkiin.
How did she name him after someone from Skyrim if it was the day it came out?
It was a contest.
Oh.
I was saying, hey, if your kid's born on the day it comes out and you name him Dovahkiin, we'll give you a prize pack. It was a marketing stunt. I didn't think anyone would actually do it, but she did it anyway.
I can't say that I really like that name. I don't think that I would even do it for that. Like,
Yeah.
Imagine you're in school. All right, Doug, Brian, Doba King. Here!
There's like Dovakin?
Here, in the back
Yeah,
row, I am
exactly.
present.
Is it spelled like Dovakin?
I think it's like
I've been playing the new Kirby game all morning. It's really fun.
DOHVAKIN.
Yeah, then it'd be like Dovakin?
Stop it.
Dovakin? Just call me Dove.
Dove.
At least it means something cool. It means dragonborn.
That's cool. Imagine using your child to win a contest, right? A child is definitely changing their name when they get older. Mm-hmm.
And they're a little over 10 years old now. Because they came out in like 2011.
They're definitely changing their name when they get older, yeah. How is that new Kirby game?
I don't know.
I've heard good things. One of my friends on Tumblr, all she talks about is wanting to play it. Like, she's like, I'm going to go to work, but I want to play Kirby.
I just barely got here right when the tornado was happening, so I missed it.
Dang. It's fine.
Dude, sometimes I have weeks like that where my legs just go numb. And it's just like, just pins and needles, and then it kind of goes away.
Yeah, or sometimes it's like, because most of the time I can sit at my computer for a good long time and it doesn't bother me. But some weeks I stand up and I'm like, oh, I can't walk. Like, my legs are heavy. This is bad.
I put my ship in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get back in there. Yep, here we go.
Oh, good. Let's move a little bit. Still more sense than what Elon Musk named his, yes.
Yeah.
He's not... Apparently his child isn't allowed to have that name in America.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed
I
to name
think
them that.
California told him, you can't name your child that. Because I think you aren't allowed to have numbers in your name.
No,
right?
you're not.
My son, 42069, is a good kid.
Or like that person that named their kid Absidy, and it was ABCDE.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah.
Absidy.
Absidy!
Something's Absidy.
I really like it. I had to force myself to put it down. I've been 100% on all stages and bonus levels, so I'm still in the first area. Nice.
It looks really good.
It's really fun when you, like, pick a game and you're like, I'm gonna 100% it. And you really, like, take the time to try and get everything.
I need to go and finish 100%ing Omori. I'm like
Right.
68% of the way there. Just some really... The ones that I have to get done are ones that you have to like start all over and do specific things.
Uh-huh.
100%ing, yeah. I think the only game I remember 100%ing was Final Fantasy 13-2.
I don't know if I've ever 100% on a game.
I did that one, but it was because like I got it the first day of summer, and I just played it constantly, and then like it was like a few days before the last day of summer that I 100%ed it.
Remember on Half-Life 2, I went and I got the gnome achievement for carrying the gnome all the way through?
Oh yeah?
Or I think you watched me do it.
Oh yeah, because you only have to take it to that one Undead City, right?
Yeah. Gnome Chomsky achievement.
Yeah. The only annoying thing about 13-2, 100%ing it, is that the casino thing.
Oh,
where you
that was
have
the worst
We
part.
had to like cheat and like put tape on the button and just let it run
roll
overnight.
Mhm.
Normally I don't have time, but it's really easy to 100% the stages in the game, so that helps. That's good. We are children born to nerds. I mean, none of us were named after video game characters. But...
No, but...
Our parents, like, have an arcade in their house.
They do.
I'm about to eat some overly yet deliciously frosted cinnamon rolls. I've been craving
Damn,
cinnamon
that sounds
rolls.
good.
I need to learn to make cinnamon rolls. I gotta have your mom teach me.
Yeah, she makes good cinnamon rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a sugar crush.
2 bits. I'm assuming they're going to get increasingly more difficult, so I can see myself moving on without 100%ing stages in the future. Yeah, probably.
Come on, tornado.
Savor it while you can, yeah. Imagine a white weave couple having a child and giving it a Japanese name, like Kirito Hokage. It's happened, dude.
I'm sorry, that just makes me cringe, like, so hard. I know it'll probably become more normal in the future, but it's just like...
Well, here's the deal. You shouldn't name your child a Japanese name if you're not
No.
Japanese. Like, it's generally not accepted, and it's considered appropriation. So
It is, but it's named after just a fictional character.
it's
though,
one thing for like an adult to like change their name to it. It's still kind of like.
that might be worse.
Well, I mean,
don't know.
we have a cousin who changed their name to an anime name,
Yeah.
but
I just think it's
at least
cringe.
not an anime name. Yeah.
But I would think that for anything, like if you named your kid after a Ninja Turtle, I would think that it's cringe.
Yeah, even though they're named after the painters.
Oh, here we go.
Specifically, they're like, no, it's not after the painter. It's
It's the Ninja Turtle.
Donatello the Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
It's bringing me down again.
Grab
No!
us. No!
What was that?
Oh!
Okay.
There we go.
No, it's not over there. It's the other one.
Oh
I'm
dang.
getting stuck on the ceiling. Here it is.
Ah, ah.
Oh gosh, my head! Ow!
We're
He's
alive.
alive.
I'm curious. Ascending a
Oh,
being's
man.
memories in time.
The
Oh,
water's distorting it,
the same as sending the being itself back in time.
essentially.
As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back in time, not my physical body, but my essence? I imagine they're two different actions. Wouldn't both actions be effectively the same? Yeah. Suppose that time is being rewritten. I believe this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future. But isn't the end result identical in either case?
Yes. We did it.
I don't know how we
We
survived.
very nearly got just crushed, but we did it.
So that was the last thing to read then. Okay.
It had to be. Wish it told you, like, hey, everything's done.
That would be nice. I guess we would have to see by going to the ship.
Yes. Ah!
Oh, dead.
That's alright. We got everything we needed.
His full name is Quitte. That's interesting.
Yes.
Well, that's like the thing that's different. If you go to Japan and you like live there, then you kind of adopt a Japanese version of your name. Likewise, when they come over here, they adopt an American sounding name. So that's different, I think.
That's totally different.
Yeah.
Like people who go over there and teach English, they'll kind of be like, oh, you know, my name's this in America, but here you can call me.
Oh, yeah, and it's the
Da, da,
same
da.
as, like, if you're speaking Spanish, you're going to use, like, a Spanish version of your name.
Yeah,
or
a
when you're in
Spanish
French
version of your
class, they
name.
use a French version of your name. That's a different deal.
Zelda Williams was named after Princess Zelda, but
Yes,
people often
she
think she
was.
was named after Zelda Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
Funny
she
enough,
was
Princess
named-
Zelda was in fact named after
Yeah,
Zelda
so she, in a
Fitzgerald.
roundabout way, she was named after her, but...
I mean, I wasn't saying that a Japanese couple couldn't name a non-Japanese kid a Japanese name. I'm
No,
saying it's
that's-
it's a whole other thing when you've
That's a
got
different
a
story
couple of people who
entirely.
don't have any ties to Japan at all, other than just liking the culture.
Yeah, just like the anime.
Like, I like this. Imagine a Japanese couple adopting a non-Asian baby. There
Oh,
shouldn't
that's
be
what I was
anything
talking
wrong.
about.
Well, see, that's different though.
That's totally
That's
different.
a different
yeah.
thing. I'm saying if it would be like if you and I had a kid and named them like Haru. It's like I don't know about that. I really like Japanese culture, and I'm learning the language, but it's like I'm not gonna name my kid a Japanese name. They don't have any ties to the culture.
Yeah, I would just think it would be odd.
Ash Twin apparently has storage units where they store people's memories. I don't recall seeing anything like that on Ash Twin.
There must be something somewhere.
I'm still marked
That's
here. I
good,
don't
Tay.
wanna
I'm
be.
glad you got out of that situation.
That's great.
I guess the comparison for me would be like if a Asian couple moved to the United States and named their kid Batman. That's more of like what it is like if you named your kid like Naruto, you know.
Yeah.
That's the same cringe. Where it'd be like, what the hell? You named your kid Batman? Well, I really like Batman as the thing.
Yes.
That's probably a closer comparison to what we're talking
That's
about.
Yeah.
true.
not
yes.
like if you named your kid Lee, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
So
jeez, come on.
Well, Leah's also has ties to other cultures than Japanese as well.
I named my cat Shuji Though, to be honest, I did get the name.
Cat's a different deal.
Yeah,
Cat's a different
that's
ball
a
game.
totally different story.
Different ball game. I mean, I knew a guy who had a pet frog named Soup. So, pet names are fair game for anything.
You can call them whatever you want.
Turkey went
You gotta
further.
say that in a deep voice, like he's Batman. It's not like Hokage, yeah. Turkey did name a whole city Batman, yeah.
They did.
I made a sign for someone once whose last name was Batman. It might have been pronounced Botman, but
Well, that's
spelled
the
like
funny
Batman.
thing. There is a last name that's Batman, but I think it is pronounced Botman.
We've,
Well, you know what they call that, Tay? That's called a found family.
yeah.
And sometimes that can be really meaningful.
We looked pretty thoroughly at the Ash Twin.
Yeah.
didn't
Well, I
see
mean,
it.
why don't you check on your ship and see if there's more to discover here?
I'm pretty sure there is.
What is the rumor log?
Because there's nothing with the towers anymore. We
What
got
about the
that.
project?
But the project, we know nothing. But it
Every
doesn't say there's more to
memory
discover, though. So
Recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. So there's storage units here.
But it doesn't say we can discover more about it.
But it's got a big old question mark. Well, do you want to look around on Ash Twin more, or do you want to pick a different place and then look at the rumors?
There is more at the Whitehole station, apparently.
Have we been there?
We've been there technically.
Like, do we know where to go?
You just mark it off and fly towards it.
Careful of the sun's gravity.
Yeah. I'm
Way
trying.
far from the dreaded sun.
Is it the sun music already?
It's just we're close to it.
Okay.
That's Timber Earth, whatever.
I mean, I guess we haven't been here very long, so it's not the sun music.
No, I think it just plays whenever the sun is getting close to you, whether it's because it's about to explode or if you're just right next to it.
So once we finish this game, what are we gonna play?
That is the question.
What was it
Is
that
there
we
gonna
talked
be a
about?
poll? I know there's been a lot of people suggesting games lately.
True, should
So
we
is
have a
there-
poll?
Probably should.
Yeah, because we've been picking a lot of the games lately. 'Cause, we did the Sonic Adventure whole series.
And then we wanted to do this because Nick bought it for us. Elle's Corner, hello.
Yeah, someone
Ah,
new in
welcome
chat.
back, Elle's
I was
Corner.
busy making a Minecraft mod.
That's
Oh,
cool.
neato. Oh, crud, I just flew right past it.
Yeah, so maybe it would be good to do let the stream pick or vote on a game.
Do you guys have any suggestions for what we should put on the poll? The poll's kind of old, so I don't know if we even still have the note with all the games on it.
Yeah, I don't know if we do. We'd have to
It
try
might
to
have been on my
remember.
Android phone.
Everyone will say Elden Ring.
PJ's
I'm
already playing
streaming
Elden Ring.
Too late. We'll stream it 2 times at the same time.
BPM. What's BPM?
Jet Fusion.
Jet Fusion. What's that?
I've not played Jet Fusion. Here's what we'll do. We'll play the SpongeBob movie game.
We just picked the game.
Is Jet
again.
Fusion?
Yeah.
Was that the name
Yeah.
of the guy from
Jimmy Neutron, yes.
Oh,
It
you're
was a
talking about Jimmy
game.
Neutron and Jet Fusion. Okay, I don't think that we have that game.
We do not.
Oh,
I remember seeing it at
Bullets
Walmart a
per
whole bunch
minute.
of times.
Oh, I've heard of that
A
one.
roguelike rhythm style game. Ooh,
Neat.
that's pretty clever. BPM, because beats per minute.
Yes. And I cannot get over there because I just can't lock onto it.
Can you match its speed?
No, because I can't lock onto it.
Oh, it's going off the grid.
There's a Jimmy Neutron game.
Oh, there's multiple Jimmy Neutron games. The Jet Fusion is one of them.
Oh.
He's a secret
Like
agent.
a secret agent.
The Nintendo Online package thing. That's true. I
I'm
don't-
telling you, you can play the Nintendo Online package.
When was the last time we played a Nintendo game?
Oh man, have we ever played
Ever? I don't know.
one on the Switch? Yeah, never.
I don't think we have. It's always been
Banjo-Kazooie would be cool.
Oh man,
We've never played Banjo-Kazooie.
I've never really played
We
it.
played like 10 minutes of it once, but
Yes.
that was it.
I've never played it either, actually.
Banjo-Kazooie might
Got
be
it,
good, but
go.
We'll put that
Or
on
Us
the...
Happy Few.
Oh, We Happy Few. Right? Did they finish We Happy Few?
Mm.
That was like a big one for Let's Players to play back in the day, but it was a demo.
Yes. I managed to lock onto the station as I flew past it.
Hey.
Yeah, I think it's We Happy Few. That would be interesting.
Is that like the one where everyone has like no face or something weird?
No, they have faces, but everyone is like forced to be happy. So you take like your joy pills.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, and you play as a guy
I
that
forget
like...
the game name.
Yeah.
Did that game ever get full release?
I'm not sure. I guess let's find out.
Let's look it up.
I don't like
We almost need like a tiny screen in the corner where we can just like
Oh, yeah.
put memes or search
Yeah.
things.
We Happy
We need
Few.
A good idea.
Increase the product. What am I trying to say?
Increase the... I know what you're talking about. It's like the quality,
Look,
but quality isn't the word.
Yeah, I know what you
Production
mean.
value.
Production
Yes.
value.
Increase the production
We'll
value.
just get a little laptop, put it on the side of the desk. and just-
Chromebook.
yeah.
Released 2018.
Dystopian,
Mostly positive reviews.
Very Bioshock-esque.
I've never played Bioshock either. Similar to Deep Rock and Outlast, huh?
Oh.
Well, I like Deep Rock.
How is it similar
It's
to
not
both Deep
similar
Rock
to
and
Deep Rock.
Outlast?
I think that maybe it's just because it's spooky and then it's very atmospheric.
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it's done.
Yeah, I've definitely been here, but I didn't find anything.
Bugs and performance issues. You see, someone said it would have been a 10 out of 10 if it didn't have all the bugs and performance issues.
Wah.
Good soup. 1984. Okay. Yeah. We Happy Few was one that I was really excited about back in the day. The demo was cool. Yeah, a joy drug. The hit game Among, the most award-winning game Ultra Kill released by the publishers New Blood Entertainment.
I thought he was gonna.
Say Among
I've
Us.
heard good things about Bioshock.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be an Among
Yeah,
Us
I
meme.
thought it was an Among Us joke.
I was like, this is an Among Us meme.
Among Us. I've heard really good things about Bioshock, and like what I've seen of it, it looks like something I would really like. I just, it came out during the time when we were kids.
Yeah.
And if our parents didn't buy a game for us, we didn't play it.
Simple as that.
And we didn't even like, it wasn't even like, hey mom, I want to play this game. It was just that
It's
they
just
would
they
look
bought it,
at
yeah.
the store and be like, this looks like something they'd like, and then they'd buy it. Oh,
It'll be
good.
free in 10 to
No, that's
15
Freak.
minutes.
It's
Freak,
Freak
sorry.
Clubs.
Not
Not
Tay.
Tay.
With angry music to deal with the stress. Sometimes you just gotta like throw on some metal music and just.
Seethe.
What the fuck is going on? Da, 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 da.
Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower's aligned with its
Yeah, we've
corresponding
been here.
astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. We've been here? I don't remember reading
Yes.
this. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead.
Yep, see?
Oh, okay. There's so many mechanics in this game.
Oh, Ellis Corner subscribed. Thank you.
Oh, yes, thank you. I thought you were already subscribed, so I'm confused.
Recently bought Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Oh.
Right, right.
Finding out the game you made as a hobby in your free time is suddenly a worldwide phenomenon. Why is this game a meme? I don't get it. I created it.
I mean, yeah, Among Us came out in like 2018 and didn't catch on until a couple years later.
There's a lot of games that people just kind of like threw together for fun and then like people loved it, like Minecraft.
Oh yeah, one dude just making that as an experiment.
Yeah, and you know, it wasn't supposed to look like blocky and stuff. That was just kind of placeholder graphics.
Yeah, that was just the limitations of the style he was using.
Mm-hmm. Twisted your ankle 2 days ago. Immense pain when you walk. Oh no.
Ugh. That is one of the worst injuries when you twist your ankle. I almost broke my toe 3 weeks ago, and luckily it was just like fractured, but it hurt really bad.
Oh, whoops.
The dogs become ravenous, man-eating monsters in an over-the-top cliched film that you never feared even as a small child. Oh. Oh, the breed. Never heard of it.
Maybe there's somewhere I can put this stone while I'm here.
Or have turned into one of those people that began to resent my creation. That's the thing, is it's weird because like sometimes you just put stuff out and then people really love it and you're like,
that's weird.
I wasn't
ready for this.
Or it's like, the Angry Bird, or not Angry Birds, Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
phenomenon.
Oh, yeah. Where the guy hated it so much he took it down.
Yeah, which was really odd.
Well, it's like sudden pressure, right?
Oh, yeah. All of a sudden you're on top of the world and you didn't ask for it.
Karen knows about that.
I do.
Every time she posts a video, it gets tons of views. She's like, oh, I don't want to make videos anymore.
I hate feeling that way.
Yeah,
I hate it. I don't want to be that way. But I'm like, every time
It
I'm
happens to us all.
like, everybody's so nice, and I was expecting to get no one paying attention.
So I just want to quietly upload my videos and not
I'm not
get
sure what the
attention.
idea behind these projection stones is.
Or like when you did that reaction to that Indian movie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just started like
exactly.
started
blew up
blowing
like
up.
crazy.
And it's like, this isn't like.
And then naturally you face the criticism of you not knowing at all what you were talking about. And
It's like, well, I didn't expect this level of scrutiny. It was for someone else who
yes,
requested it.
they paid me to
paid
watch
you
it,
to
so
watch
I did. Because they said they really liked it in their childhood.
It's like, this is not representative of me.
The first time they heard Sussy Baka, they're probably like, oh god, I've created a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that term. That's like my least favorite thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of slang that I don't like, but that's the worst.
The whole sussy phenomenon. You know what? I don't want to get into it. Never mind.
No.
I don't want to go down this
Yeah.
conversation.
Sus had a very long journey.
Because I
before it
was fine
reached
with sus.
among
I
us.
like sus. And I remember Rhett and Link talking about sus
Yes,
in like
they did.
2015.
Yeah,
like,
in the slang video.
Uh-huh.
The High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twins Equator, which
Oh.
I think I've been there, haven't I?
It's peak cringe.
Well, it added it to the log, so.
Peak cringe.
People can say what they want. I just won't use
There's
it.
cringe worse than it, but
I love cringe. I just like.
I try not to, like, if it makes somebody happy, I try not to, like, let that it cringes me out stop them,
yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
But I just won't say it.
I love cringe. Cringe compilations. I love
Those are
being
huge.
cringe.
Yeah, I don't like using the term cringe me either, but
Quick.
it is
No.
like, I don't like
I'm back.
it. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I'm back again.
Quickly before it goes out of.
Dang, it was too
It
late.
went out of orbit. It's too late.
If you're standing in the spot where it warps you.
Well, it's like I hate when people use cringe and not in like the correct context.
Yeah.
Where it's like, so like you do that thing in the hallway where you both like kind of go the same
You
way and
don't
get
know-
stuck. And if the other person goes, "Oh, cringe," I'm like, "This isn't cringe. This is just like
It's awkward.
just
That's it.
awkward." There's a difference between awkward and cringe.
The first person
There
to
you go.
reply
Go.
probably. Yeah.
I did it.
Nice.
I wonder if the Wright brothers pissed their pants.
I can't think of the
I
Wright
would
brothers
imagine not,
without
but-
thinking of Rhett and Link now because they did the epic rap battle
Yeah,
of
they
history
did.
against Mario and Luigi.
Yes. They did a good job. That was the first thing I saw them in, and I didn't know who they were, so I just accepted them.
Yeah. Well, and I think the first thing that I saw them in was the epic rap battle Nerd vs. Geek, and I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, because
Actually-
that was their own video. Yeah.
Wait, I had watched Good Mythical Morning in 2012, but I didn't really like it at that time.
Yeah.
Because it was like their original old setup, and it
They
wasn't...
were just talking.
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
My ship's gone.
First Rhett and Link video I saw was their drive-through folk song
That one's
at
so
Taco Bell.
good.
That's a good video.
I love it.
And then when they were in the Fat Dippin' music video.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Fat Dippin'.
I'll send in the epic rap battles of history into the Discord server. Oh, the Wright Brothers one? Yeah. The Ember Island Players is considered one of the best episodes, and I agree to an extent, but I cringed so hard trying to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny to me, though.
It's a
I just
good
love,
one.
like, the scars on the wrong side, and someone walks up to Zuko and is just like, your scar's on the wrong side.
The scar's not on the wrong side. Yeah. I saw some people pointing out that, like, did Toph know that he had a scar up until that point? Because that was the first time anybody we ever saw mention it when she was present. So maybe she was like, "Wait, you have a scar?"
I mean, she probably doesn't care.
No,
it's like,
she doesn't
that's
care,
an appearance-based thing, right?
She doesn't care, but she probably
Too
was
late, I
like,
already posted it. I've never seen a written link video, but I know a lot of people like them. They're good. Yeah, they're just. I mean, they're one of the few people that are old internet that have kind of like seamlessly moved in to current internet.
They just adapted into it perfectly.
They're smart guys.
Now, Ray William Johnson, what is that guy getting up to?
Anything?
Didn't he host like a show on TV for a while?
He just got his bag and got out, didn't he?
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't
he
even
packed
around
up
when
and
he
he
was
left.
on YouTube, so I don't know.
Maybe he's still doing things. I'd have no way of knowing.
I think he does like producing or something. Something behind the scenes.
Did you watch any good shows lately? We've been watching X-Files. The one I've been wanting to rewatch is Midnight Mass.
Yeah, Whitehall Station's all cleared up.
Ember Island Players is probably one of the best episodes ever. I love how they addressed a bunch of fan theories and critiques. That's what's so great, yeah. Honor!
There's a lot of people's theories and interpretations about it. Like the reason that Toph is actually a big muscular guy is because all the people they talked to who she beat up didn't want to admit they were beaten up by a little girl, so they said that she was a huge dude.
That's definitely it.
I think that's part of it. And apparently, despite the fact that the higher engine job is a question mark, it says there's nothing else there. Maybe it's because I haven't found it? I don't know.
King Tweety.
What is King Tweety?
Was it?
It's a Looney Tunes movie called King Tweety.
Never heard of it.
I watched a video from Andre Tervia, and I was shocked to find out Fred is still alive and well, living a happy life.
Fred!
Yeah, Fred actually, I don't know if he's still on YouTube, but a few years ago I saw that he has like a YouTube channel, and he was like reacting to his old Fred videos.
Yeah, he's just chill now.
Yeah.
Like, he does what everybody who did that kind of like really high energy content does, and they just kind of mellow out. Like semi-classic Sonic fan.
I wish he would just literally come back and start making the same style videos and just not change anything. That would have been top tier 200 IQ.
Avatar State. Yep. That's so stupid. Who left the voice chat? The second he watched it, he just left the voice chat. Look, is that your honor? Where?
Such a good episode.
It's so funny.
It's the best kind of recap episode of all.
Yeah.
I love Avatar.
And you know that Avatar is good because he didn't watch it when it was new. You watched it for the first time 2 years ago?
I think in quarantine.
Was it in quarantine?
Yeah, it's like just like everybody else once it hit Netflix in 2020.
Because the first time we watched it was at your parents' house. I thought.
I don't remember.
Oh, well. About 2 years ago. Maybe a little more. Legend of Korra actually had a pretty good recap episode too. Did it?
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either.
I watched it recently, but I didn't pay attention, so.
I'm happy with Avatar. I don't really need any more. So I haven't watched Korra.
It's not as good.
That's what I hear.
I like Korrasami, but it's not enough to watch it.
Yeah, but it's actually a very minor part of the show.
It happens right at the
itself.
end of the show, so it's like, what's the point?
Nickelodeon didn't give him the time of day to focus on it. They just kind of had to subtly throw it in the background a couple times.
Yeah, I need to watch Legend of Korra.
Recently we watched Avatar, and now I'm watching Legend of Korra. I just can't get myself to do it. Because, like, I love Avatar so much. And it's like, I've loved it for, like, so much of my life. And I'm like, I don't want something to come along and like, be in the same universe and also contain characters that I know from it.
Yeah.
And then, like, change my mind about them. Because I already know that, like, they expand on their characters, but in ways that are kind of disappointing. And I know that it's realistic.
Divisive.
It's realistic, but I don't want that. Like, I'm okay.
I still don't know what the Black Hole Forge is. That's somewhere where I've never been.
I've only seen the first season
Or the
of
Sun
Korra.
Station.
The mosquitoes are back, yes. Want to hear a quick story time? Okay, what do you got, Elle? anyone remember when Scrappy Doo got ripped, tried to kill Mystery Inc., attempted to enslave
Oh.
humanity and rule the world?
Best thing ever.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think about it every 10 seconds.
we actually just rewatched that like a couple months back.
Yeah, we
Yes.
watched it here.
I remember.
I love that movie.
I always think about how that was actually a really funny twist to
Yeah.
have Scrappy Doo be the bad guy.
And it's great because it's like people hated Scrappy Doo.
Exactly.
Like, and so you wouldn't even consider him being in the movie at all. So when he's
No.
there, it's like, oh.
But they had to remind you of him, so they had the flashback scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise you might not even remember who he is.
I'd rather just watch a pup named Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
You don't need Scrappy Doo.
No.
Oh,
Hold on, I gotta read this story.
live in a 2-story house.
Basically, I lived in a 2-story house, and in the summertime, near my rain pipe, every summer, there would be a swarm of mosquitoes, ravenous and hungry.
Amazing. I think the sun's about to blow.
Waiting for him to type more.
Oh yeah, I hear the sun music. Burger King.
I'm
playlist.
not chills. Ah.
Yeah, that guy's name was Chills.
Yep. This is not a good autopilot.
No.
What is that guy's name?
Chills.
Chills. This is like the spooky story times on YouTube.
Some people are good, but
I feel like Swiss cheese when I wake up. I just hear small bzzz next to my ears. I hate that.
see, we've got a bunch of gnats in our house right now.
Yeah, here too.
And it's like that for us.
Causing me to go to school very tired. Ugh.
Uh,
Hate mosquitoes.
my
my
mosquito
gosh.
bites are so bad. Like, I don't have any right now because I'm trying to stay inside as much as I can. But yeah, I work outside, so I'm gonna get bit up soon.
I work out.
I don't. I just work outside.
And I know it.
Come on.
I feel like that kind of song would not survive nowadays.
Maybe not.
Very
Yes.
2013.
Yeah. Mosquitoes make you like spiders because it's like, oh yes, please kill them, massacre them.
I'm hoping that now that we live with a cat, he'll eat them, but
Maybe.
he's not very good at catching the flying ones. He can catch crawling bugs pretty good. He just doesn't have the voice for serious commentary.
That's like
Yeah.
the weird thing is his channel is still gets so many views.
Yeah.
Probably for the meme, right?
What the
Well,
heck
people
is
just
this?
genuinely like his videos, and he literally grinds so hard. I think he does 3 videos a day, something just insane,
Absurd.
and they're like
Let's
20,
try it.
20 minutes a piece.
Some people can listen to
Oh boy.
a story time person, even if their
Oh.
voice is like that. I can't. It has to be a specific type of voice.
It brought
and
me
they-
to my ship. What the
Oh.
heck?
It has to be a specific type of voice, and they have to be reading it genuinely. Because some people read
Yes.
it like they're reading a script, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, one day, 5 years ago, I was in my room. And I'm like, God, I can't. I can't.
I used to be like super into those narration
happening?
channels,
I liked him too.
and then I really only listen to Mr. Nightmare now.
Oh, my ship's busted.
And that's because he's got like an East Coast, like New York accent.
Ooh, the sun's about to go any second.
You can hold spiders in your hands? I can't do that. I'm so scared of spiders. I thought that I overcame it when we had all those spiders in my bathroom, but it made it worse. Even talking about it right now is making me like...
Depends on the spider.
I don't like any spiders.
There's no way I would hold a black widow in my hand.
Oh, of course not. But I don't even want to hold like tiny baby spiders. Or daddy long legs. No.
I have an idea for a skit to get rid of the concept is that you get someone to get rid of someone else, and so on and so forth.
Doesn't help that the villain progression in Korra is incredibly inferior to that in the last Airbender.
Well,
of course.
It's hard.
It's hard to compare because Avatar's villain progression was just done so well.
Here's
They were thinking about what to do with the show for years before they did it, but with Korra, they had to make it all up as they went along.
Because that's the thing. Like, it's not fair to compare anything to Avatar, really.
No, because it
Avatar's
is
honestly
the absolute pinnacle of it, you know?
It's the
Everything is worse than Avatar.
closest you can get to a perfect show, in my opinion.
Yes.
It doesn't get better than Avatar.
Yeah, it's a very well written.
It is the golden example.
And so it's like, that's kind of why Korra is always going to be a disappointment. Because you're holding it up directly in comparison to Avatar, and
it just
nothing
can't reach
can
it.
do that. Like, nothing's going to stand up to that.
This looks new. Not sure what it is.
Ooh. I have a lukewarm relationship with spiders. They freak me out, but they also kind of don't.
Let me out. Let me out.
This is not a dance.
I'm
Let me
begging
out.
for help. I'm screaming for help. Please come
just
let me out.
I'm
I'm tying
upside
it about in the
down.
garage.
Why am I upside down?
Avatar is amazing. It's funny. I still like to say, drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.
I know overanalyzing Avatar when he got to that scene. He says, I've grown past that scene now. It's not as funny to me anymore.
I
I'm
still
like,
think it's funny.
jaded.
Yeah. Plus, I think the part of why I find it so funny is because
Activate
I remember
the
how
gravity
funny I
cannon.
found it as a kid. You know?
Yes.
It's like I can derive joy from that.
Yes.
Also, his face just looks stupid. It's so funny.
That's true. There's nothing to derive from this spot. This is just a chunk of something that used to be on Brittle Hollow.
Sorry, Tay, I didn't read it just because there's a lot of chat going right now. It's kind of
Oh,
moving
yeah.
fast. That literally makes me think of this like old like children's song where it's like the mouse gets the cheese, the cat gets the mouse. But then there's like a whole like kids song. That's what it makes me think of.
You started making music almost a year ago, now your brain can't stop. That's good, though.
Yeah.
I used to be able to write music all the time, and then my brain did stop, and I can't do it anymore. It takes a lot of
Ooh.
effort.
Look.
It makes you confused as to why the live-action film was so bad. How do you feel that badly? The problem was he only watched the first
yeah.
season.
There's so much wrong, but it was mostly because he watched book one and said, now I'm making a movie. Here comes the sun.
That I think that's why everyone, critically panned it, because like it's one thing to make a bad movie, it's another thing to make a bad movie when you have good source material.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
just bad at making
He
movies.
just threw out everything that was actually good, did the opposite of it.
Exactly, so that's why it was so annoying.
Well, and he just changed too much is the
Exactly.
problem. And it's because he didn't, get the idea of the physics of the world or the themes.
Yeah,
because
because like
didn't watch the whole
he
thing.
liked the show, but he didn't grasp why it was good, so he couldn't really adapt it.
Well, and another problem was that he was like, I'm going to put my touch on it, and started making
Yes.
little changes. And it's like, why? Why?
Aang is now
Aang is now Ong, and also the firebenders can only firebend when there's fire nearby,
them.
unless
unless they're strong enough, or they have the comet, which makes literally no sense.
Yeah,
if they can do it at all, why not just let them do it always?
Why are
like
they
in the
so
show?
fearsome if they can only do it when there's fire
They would
nearby?
be completely destroyed against pretty much any other bender at
A
that point.
waterbender just puts out the
Waterbender
fire.
would hard counter them. There would be no chance of them defeating a waterbender.
The reason why they're so terrifying is because they can create destruction from nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, just put the fire out.
Yeah. Because they're showing them carrying around torches. They would just put out the torches.
Just throw water at them.
That's why Aang is so strong, because he can just blow out their fire.
Yeah, it's like, how did they even wipe out the air nomads in that movie?
Because the thing is, it's like there's canon reasons for why they can create the fire. They're using the energy of their soul, right?
Episode
Their body
1,
and stuff.
Iroh tells Zuko how they do it. Firebending comes from the breath. The breath becomes energy, and then the energy extends past them and then becomes fire. That's what he says. He literally says it in episode 1, why they can make fire. He explains it right out of the gate, and he still didn't get it. So crazy.
That is
how bad
the
it was.
biggest crime to me. That he changed that. It's like, why?
It completely ruins
You nerfed them
firebenders.
completely. That was such a strange decision. Why did they change the pronunciations? That was probably the worst decision made. I agree. Like, why change the... They're like, oh, that's not how it will be pronounced. Like, it doesn't matter. That's his name.
Avatar. I'm surprised he didn't call, like, Soka or something, you know?
Like they did in that DVD commercial that we saw as a kid.
Yeah, and the casting was just bad.
Oh, it was
bad.
really
Yeah,
bad.
the Japanese Fire Nation is suddenly entirely Indian, and the
Except
Inuit Water
Iroh.
Tribe main characters are the only 2 white kids in their entire nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, and it happened because Katara, is like her dad was like a producer, and he wanted her to get the foot in the door by using the movie, and as a result, then they had to make, you know, Sokka have the same skin color as her too, otherwise it'd be really weird.
Super Soaker! Super Soka.
Yes.
Super Soka.
The Super Soaker.
Iroh is also my favorite character.
Iroh is everyone's favorite character.
They called him Soka in the movie?
Did they? Because I don't remember them doing that, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him anymore.
Did they call her Katara? Then she was never in another movie again. Yeah.
Exactly. Horrible decision.
Yeah, I probably will set some time aside and watch the M. Night Shyamalan movie just to rip it to shreds, so I have something to complain about.
Oh, you enjoy that.
I love that. I love ripping movies apart.
That is
Yeah.
the one, because I also love to watch bad movies, but it's just such an offense to my very being and my childhood in general that I've never even watched it, and I don't want to.
Nope.
Soka crab in water. Katara.
I also need to watch the movie Ants. Not A Bug's Life, Ants.
Yeah, we watched that
Not-
one.
Ant Bully, but ants.
Yeah, with Z. Starring Woody Allen.
I'm Woody Allen and I'm an ant.
I think if the actor playing Aang got some more acting classes and a better fight choreographer, he could have been better.
Yeah,
Well, the
like,
thing is,
he's
'cause
not
he-
even bad. It was just that the direction was awful, so nobody had a chance
like
there.
he got the role because he was, so good with like
The martial arts
Yeah.
and everything. He had that
he
down.
looked like him.
He
Like,
could have
that was
played a good
good.
Aang with proper direction and a good script.
You can't even enjoy it on an ironic level, like The Room. It's just that bad.
Oh no, yeah. Like you could enjoy it if you just like pointing and laughing at how much it gets wrong.
Oh, no worries, Al. It's fine. We don't expect replies to come in right away.
No, it's no big deal.
If I remember, he was a lifelong martial arts practitioner and won the audition only on his martial arts skill. Yes.
Yes.
Because I've seen the video that he sent in.
He also had better fake tattoos of Aang's arrows on him
Yeah.
in the audition tape.
It's so sad because they even changed the look of the arrows.
arrows,
It's
yeah.
Like, why? Like, just stop.
The main director had a freaking stroke and died.
Did he?
Jeez. Cursed production.
Was Shyamalan not the director?
What?
Are we talking
Was
about
he
the
the
same
writer
thing?
or the director?
Where are they now? The Last Airbenders. Who are in the movie. I wonder, someone should do a retrospective and see where the actors are.
They're all
Yeah.
swirly. Yeah, the tattoos are like.
Yeah, they're like dots. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Pull
can
it
find
up.
pretty
Yeah, I'll
easy.
show you
Pull
real
it up.
quick. Avatar movie Aang.
Ant's life. I saw Ant Blue. I never
Why
even
would
thought it
they
was that
do
bad. It was
that?
kind of just mediocre when I saw it, but I haven't seen it in years.
Oh, that's so
It
bad.
looks tragically awful.
It's also like black. It's not blue.
Oh, that just looks like trash.
Telling you, dude, it was a big disappointment. We were so excited for an Avatar movie, and it was just a big letdown. I mean, look
Oh,
at
yeah.
this guy. He looks a lot younger than 12, I have to say. I mean, he's probably not. But
Yeah, he looks like he's 6.
yeah. It's just there's a good look at the tattoo. It's got the Air Nomad symbol inside of it. I'm
Gosh.
telling you, like M. Night Shyamalan got too big for his britches there.
And yes, they're making another live-action Avatar on Netflix, and they had the original creators on board initially, but then they left for creative differences. But it's like, you have the original creators on board. They're like, hey, this is a bad idea. Let's not do it. And instead of listening to them,
They're like,
you
well,
kick them out. So it's like, what are you doing, man? I sort of understand why they did it, but the end result is so ugly. I don't know. I'm not sure why they did it. Did it have a good reason?
Man, can you hear me?
I just don't. Just stick to the source material. it's like, why do you have to, like, I'm gonna put my own little flavor in it? Like, no! Don't touch it! Like,
Stop, it's good the way it is.
yeah, it's probably gonna be bad, which is
It's probably
so
gonna be bad
disappointing.
because the creators, they didn't
Well,
listen
yeah,
to
because
them.
it's like, if you hear, like, 'cause at first it was like, the creators are gonna be a part of it, that means it's gonna be good, because they know this world better than anyone else.
Yes, this
And for
is
someone to
their
say,
world.
no, you guys don't know best.
No,
Like,
you don't know what
oh
you're talking about.
my
We should do it like
gosh.
this instead. It's like,
They made Avatar! It's their world and their characters. They know.
You might be
like
good.
I don't trust the higher ups at Netflix for good creative decisions, honestly. But
You guys might be good making kids TV, but this is movies.
Like-
We make movie.
We make Netflix television, and we think there should be gritty, dark things and inappropriate themes. Like, it's about children. Like, I don't know if that's the problem.
A
I
true-
don't know, maybe they're just riding too high on Stranger Things or something.
Maybe. Because, like, Stranger Things has things like that in it, but Stranger Things doesn't go too far, like a lot of Netflix shows do.
Yes.
Like, Jetstream Sam. Was it worse than it died?
Yes. Great Divide's not even that bad.
Yeah, they're pulling decisions like the company Roblox. Yeah.
Because, like, I've always thought, if the Great Divide is the worst that Avatar has to offer, it tells you how good the rest of it is.
That's right, because the Great Divide isn't that bad.
It's just
It's an episode.
it's just an episode where nothing really important happens in it.
It's,
Which there's very few of those.
It's just filler.
yeah, that's all. Like, every show's got to have a little bit of filler.
I mean, Breaking Bad had that terrible fly episode where he tries to kill a fly for the whole
Yeah, and I've
episode.
heard some people actually like that episode.
Some people
for
say
some
that's
reason,
one of the best episodes. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's so boring. They're like, but that's the point. I was like, oh, get out of here.
Is it because of camera work?
It's
and
good
stuff like
because
that?
it's
Like,
bad.
I think I've heard
Is it
like
like a
the
technical
dialogue
thing?
is good or something. I don't know.
Or it's the lack of dialogue. They tell a whole episode without saying anything. It's good because it's bad. That's what makes it
because
good.
it's different. Yeah, the gritty Marvel shows on Disney Plus. Yeah, it's literally the most pointless episode. I guess that and the Painted Lady. They didn't have anything in
Yeah,
the background that
exactly.
connected to anything.
People point to the Painted Lady and the Great Divide as being the worst, and they're probably right.
I still like
Which one's the
them.
Painted
We
Lady?
just watched that one. It's one where Katara, like, paints herself up in that town that's on the polluted water.
Well, that one's important for character development for
Katara.
But some
Katara.
people say that it doesn't establish anything new. It's stuff we've already technically seen from her.
But I
but
feel,
it's
I
like-
feel
But
like
it's
it really...
It's the point that Katara gains agency and she starts not listening to the boys and she does something purely
Yeah,
because she
believes
feels
in it.
compelled to help them.
Yeah.
It's I will fight you on the Painted Lady episode. That episode is an important episode.
Yeah, Ruby said that they really like the Painted Lady.
Yeah, not everyone agrees that it's bad.
Ah,
I didn't even think it was bad.
I disagree. That's a great episode.
It's a cool episode, yeah.
It might-
Orbital
Well, and I
Probe.
feel like it might just be that... I don't know if it's not this way for everyone, but I'm sure that some people just don't care about Katara.
Well, and that's probably people are like, well, you know, the show's not about Katara. I'm like, okay, if you want to make that argument, then I'll hear that.
I'll say that, like, when I was younger, I cared very little about Katara.
Yeah.
And any episode that, like, centered around Katara, I did not care. But, like, as I'm getting older and I want to, like, explore the world more, I'm like, okay, I want to understand these characters, you know?
Yeah, I think that's true. If I was younger, I probably wouldn't care for that episode, but being older, I think I can appreciate it more.
I don't even remember watching The Painted Lady as a kid. That just tells you how much I cared about it. I did not.
Yeah.
But in my case, it was because, like, Aang was, like, my favorite. And if he wasn't, like, a
Yes.
center point of an episode, then I just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
I love that one. Let's just take a moment to cry about the fact that they're... No, that's terrible. No. I'm not even going to say that.
Wait, who said it?
Elle's Corner. That's the pure reason I just want to die. Yeah, they're
It's
kids.
just take a moment to cry about the fact that it exists of literally everything.
Yeah,
It is
I mean, that
unfortunately
is
point
the
of it.
rule. That's why it's called...
Oh
rules.
man, like don't even get me started on that. There's some just
You will
really
drive yourself mad if you
just-
try to look into that.
just horrible.
Some people have an irrational dislike of Katara, and I think that bias contributes to their dislike of the episode. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that happens a lot when there's, like, a main female character in a kid's show, people tend to not like them very
Control
much.
module.
Well, and she's kind of, the big sister role where she kind of
Yeah.
bosses people around, and, I'm sure some people, really don't care for that.
Oh, whoops.
I get that, but you also have to keep in mind, she's 13, 14 years old?
Yeah.
She's a kid.
And she had to take that role because there was nobody else who could do it in the village,
Yeah. During the final battle, the Painted Lady Spirit, who appeared at the end of our episode, returned to deliver some spirit attack. At least that would have been better. That would be interesting.
It'd be weird, but could have been cool.
I mean, she's the protector of the village, though.
Yeah, and yet did nothing to actually help them and let
That is
Katara do it
true.
instead.
Why? Maybe it was because the river was polluted?
Yeah, that's
And
probably
so
it.
her spirit was, inhibited?
Mm-hmm. I could believe that.
That makes sense. A lot of the spirits are, tied to nature, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that, the badger panda, was that what it was?
No, it was just a panda.
It was just a panda?
Yeah, Heibai was his name. Although Heibai survived and the entire forest got burned down, and that's what made him mad. So you think the
That is
Painted Lady
true.
would have just gone rage mode and started taking people down.
Yeah, Il's Corner, that seems to be the thing. There's two types of main female characters, the ones no one cares about, and the ones that get simped over by weird people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My girlfriend turned into the freaking moon.
Oh my God, I'm turning to the freaking moon.
That's rough, buddy. There's a stupid little embroidery thing on Etsy that I really want, and it's an embroidered thing of Sokka and Zuko, and underneath it says "That's rough, buddy." And, it's so dumb, but I want it.
Why is this blocking me?
During the Puppet Master episode, the old guy who escaped Hama said the reason
Yeah,
he
I
escaped
get
was just because the sun had just risen.
Yes. Because she can only bloodbend with the full moon.
Right.
Man, that's a good episode. The bloodbending
yeah.
episode.
Yes.
That is
Classic.
out of I think it might be the best episode out of the whole show, just because
It's so dark.
It's one of them. It's really good.
it's so dark, it's so different, and it's just ooh, gives you chills.
Yeah. Doesn't help that a lot of authors don't know how to write girls and women. That is the main problem.
That is a big problem.
Yeah.
That tends to be why people don't like Sakura and Naruto too. It's just because Kishimoto, he doesn't really know how to write women very well. So a lot of the girls in Naruto aren't very compelling and are kind of annoying.
I always like when people the TikToks where it's they do a woman who's written by a man.
Oh yeah,
It's
she breasted boobily down the
She
stairs.
breasted boobily down the stairs.
That's a real line, by the way.
That can't be real. That's a joke line.
It's probably a joke line, but someone wrote it to make fun of those people. They'll say stupid things like that.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. It's
Breasted boobily down the stairs.
boobily down the stairs.
It's an exaggeration, but you should hear some of the real things that end up in novels that men write.
Yeah.
Well, especially romance novels written by men or just
Stephen King even has
Yeah.
had some weird things to say.
Yeah.
She's terribly written, and then he never gave them anything to do. Even Tsunade barely had anything to do. Yeah, that's it's really sad because I feel like there's a lot of potential in Sakura, especially. But she ended up just being Sasuke's wife.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just look at Dragon Ball. Anytime there's a really cool, epic, strong female character, they always just get married, and then that's it.
Yeah.
They never do anything ever again.
Bulma's just a mom.
At least Bulma does some things afterwards.
Does
She's
she?
one of the only ones who keeps doing some things.
That's
after.
good. I'm glad.
Chi-Chi
But
stops
Chi-Chi,
entirely.
yeah.
Android 18 stops entirely.
Didn't she marry Krillin?
Yes. Which is cool, but...
Oh, I've seen the Pakistani McDonald's Sonic Happy Meal ad. I've seen it
Everyone
many
has.
times. We've seen that in the Chadtronic video.
Pulling my locomotive limb here.
Have you seen it, Elliot?
Not in a long time.
Yeah, maybe it's most me, but in most cartoons I watch nowadays, the female characters seem to always be clingy tomboys who just have to prove that they can be cool and masculine. Yeah, I feel like that's
That's a trope.
it's like a counterculture kind of thing,
Yeah.
trying to fire back, but it's on the opposite end, you know?
Yeah.
Where they still don't have personality. The point is that they're the opposite of what women used to be depicted as.
Yes.
Yeah, which doesn't make it interesting.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it different, but it doesn't make it interesting. 'Cause
And Sakura would randomly come in clutch and then revert to basically a wall decoration. Yes. Oh, you could call her a wallflower. Sakura.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's intentional.
Oh, hey, Jazz.
Jazz, what's up? How you doing? It says there's more at the cannon, but I haven't found anything.
no, it's not that trope's bad. That trope can work very effectively.
But you also have to develop the characters.
yeah,
the
if
thing.
the character's developed in that way and it makes sense, then it's fine. But when it's just like thrown in, it's like she grew up on a farm and her dad died and she's strong and that's why she's.
And the only point is that the main guy likes her, and he wants to date her. It's like
Yeah.
she doesn't do anything else except, be hard to get, and then she falls in love with him. People overthink female characters. That's a problem. Yes. I'm okay with a girl being a girl, and I'm okay with a boy being a boy. What do you like under horror? You mean like under the horror genre? For games or movies or shows? What? There's a lot of good horror games out there.
Oh yeah.
Resident Evil. I used to
Classic.
really love Outlast, but I'm too much of a chicken to play it nowadays.
Despite being a girl, and that completely undermines the point of feminism.
Yeah,
yes,
right?
exactly. Which makes it annoying. Yeah, that is a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, if you make it an outlier instead of presenting it as normal, then it kind of undermines the idea.
Oh, what do you think is actually terrifying? That's hard to quantify.
Yeah.
I think psychological horror usually gets me the worst. I mean, of course, there's I don't like body horror or anything gory, but that doesn't feel terrifying in
scare
a
you, you just don't
satisfying
like
way.
it.
It's just ugh,
Yeah,
why?
it's just that's gross.
But psychological horror, because even when I talked about Midnight Mass earlier, that show is horrifying, partially because of
There's gore.
the gore, but it's mostly
The psychological.
the psychological
too.
aspect of it, where it's being,
Brainwash.
and it's the comparison, the juxtaposition of it with religion and how that can be worked to use against people, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, that was a well-written show, I thought.
I really want to rewatch it.
Um,
Idiocracy was the scariest horror movie to me. It's based on real events.
Because it's not even a horror movie.
I've
But it's still
never even
very
watched
frightening.
It, but yeah, jump scares really ruin horror movies and games. I think that there are places
They can
for
work
them,
well.
but they shouldn't be the main
Yes.
horror aspect.
No, there should be more to it than that, obviously.
see,
How do I end up in the same spot?
I'm with you because there's some really jacked up documentaries out there. Those are bad in a real world sense.
You're out of fuel.
Jump scare can be effective. See, I don't mind a jump scare as long as they don't crank the snare up really loud where it blows your ears out. Where it's gang! It's just
It feels cheap.
they
It's
look
a lot
at,
cheaper in movies than it is in games.
yeah, but when they're washing their face and you know that there's gonna be someone in the mirror behind them and they look up, there's someone in the mirror behind you. It's okay, you still jump, but you knew it was coming.
You just need a good atmosphere. Jump scares for stuff that's not dangerous is the real problem. Yeah,
Yes, they
fake you out.
they play a snare and it's just the cat standing there and it's just I'm not scared because it's a cat. I'm scared because you blasted a sound at me.
well, that's dumb.
Yeah,
Movies
it's
and
a
games
fake
do that a
out.
lot, and that ruins jump scares. Yeah. Horror movies have just jump scares and fictional stuff. Documentaries about stuff that can actually kill you. Yeah. But I would argue, it depends on, what kind of scare you're talking about. Do you want a popcorn scare, or do you want a scare where you're gonna, feel bad for the next week?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, documentary is gonna make you feel bad for the next week, but I prefer a popcorn scare,
Yeah, where you're scared for 20 minutes and then you
Or, we watched A Quiet Place 2, and it wasn't very good, but it was kind of scary, and I was, feeling a little creeped out when I went to bed that night. And that was, the perfect amount of scary for me.
It's actually scary, knowing that you are being watched, or you know that you're slowly dying without being able to stop.
Being in space with a
That's-
limited supply of oxygen.
That's
Ugh.
this.
Existential horror.
Existential horror.
I can barely even take that just because I get too existential sometimes just on my own. It feels so bad.
Yeah, tension can be better than horror.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Matthew Santoro, yeah. For some reason he had a face where
heard
he
his
put
name in a
random
while.
jump scares. Yes, I
Did he do
remember
that?
that.
I don't
Yes!
remember. Jeez.
There was a time when he would just randomly have it in his videos. And I was like, what is this? I used to watch every one of his videos. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then the cat screeches in a situation when a cat wouldn't screech like that. Have these people ever owned a cat before? Yeah.
Yes, it's
good
like
for the spook.
I'm in the basement, I'm trying to turn on the power that got cut, and then randomly the cat just goes. It's like
Cats don't do that.
No.
Like, I
There's
don't think
not
I've
more
ever
story. There's
heard
nothing
our
here.
cat screech, except for like if he gets someone scares him. If someone like jumps out at him, he'll like, you know.
Well, and Jay has a good point. The movie Signs is much scarier until you see the aliens, and then
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not as scary. It's the tension buildup of it's what you don't see that's scary.
Yeah, and I listen, science messed
And
me
isn't
up.
that the one where the aliens are weak to water?
Yes.
Yes.
And they land on a planet that's 70% water?
Yes.
And water literally rains from the sky?
Yes.
Probably not a good idea.
It's still like, but what's scary about it is the tension, because there's like the
Yes.
part where the kid has asthma and he's like gonna die, and it's like terrifying. I mean, I watched that when I was like 8 years old, so it
It's
has
scary
a
until you
different
realize the
feeling.
aliens are literally useless.
Bird Box. I never watched Bird Box. but-
Logically, that movie didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats screech a lot when they fight.
That's true.
We only have one cat, so I wouldn't know. But when I was a kid, that movie made me. Yeah, me
Shit
too.
out my heart. Yeah, that scared the crap out of
It
me
was
when I was
so
a kid.
terrifying that I still remember that. Like, I think our grandparents came over to watch it with us.
Yes.
And then I still remember, like, we went to walk them to their car outside, and it was, like, dark, and I was standing there, and they were talking about something, but I didn't even listen, because I was just like, what if an alien, like, landed right now? What would I do? What would I do? I would just die. I was, like, scared for so long because of that movie.
Yeah, that is the problem with The Quiet Place is they show their hand too early.
That is the issue, and the things aren't, like, they're pretty creepy, but, like,
They're not like scary.
yeah, you need to have a lot of time of not knowing what they are or what they do, and just seeing that people die, because it's like once you see it, it's not as scary.
Yes.
For example, what's that one that we watched? It's made by Keegan Michael Key.
Oh, Us?
Us is very good.
Oh, Us was so
It was very
spooky.
scary.
It's so good.
Yeah, what's the other one with the family where they the
Get
girl-
Out.
Get Out, I think,
Oh,
atmospherically, because it's just all dialogue until like probably the last 20 minutes of the movies when the action happens, but it makes you so uncomfortable.
mhm.
Yes.
Get Out was so good.
Get Out is a really good
I really want to watch
movie.
that one again.
Independence Day has not aged
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
You can see the whole design of the monster near the start. Yeah.
Yeah, Independence Day is not even supposed to be scary at this point.
It's just a sci-fi movie, basically.
Yeah.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, I think that when Independence Day came out, it wasn't like boring film cliches, because people were inspired by Independence Day after it came out.
Yes.
Independence Day was like a big.
It was a huge deal because it
smash
wasn't really
hit.
an example of that stuff.
It is very 90s, yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen The Purge, actually.
Me either. I've never seen The Purge. I don't really
I
want
know
to.
of it.
I don't like
Haven't
the
seen
idea
it.
of The Purge.
It's just weird that the first movie didn't actually focus on the purge itself.
Really?
It was about one family who was being attacked in the middle of the purge.
Mm-hmm.
It was only after that where they went down to the streets of all the chaos happening. It was a weird decision, of course.
It's not an interesting idea to me. Because to me it's so unrealistic.
I just think of
Yeah,
the
the
Rick and
idea
Morty
that they
episode.
would-
Yeah, I think of the Rick and
Actually
Morty
do
episode
it.
too.
You gotta get purged. They're doing a purge on this planet, Morty. They do a purge. Oh, I think my stomach was bigger than my eyes on this one, Morty. Let's get out of here.
The purge doesn't make sense. Exactly. It's like, oh, we're gonna reduce crime by allowing one night where people can commit all the crime that they want. It's like, what?
It probably wouldn't work.
No.
Because most crimes are done of opportunity
Yeah.
and just a real desire to get something done. It's like, oh, I can do it on this day, but you probably wouldn't be able to.
Well, realistically, all that's going to happen is a ton of financial crime on that one day, and then
Yeah, exactly.
companies would
A lot of embezzling.
It would be it, like-
because all crime is legal, so it all wouldn't be violence. It would just be a bunch of stuff like that.
It's like, why would you ever pick a day to make it legal? it's terrifying to think of all of the things that would happen, not even just murder, but it's like,
Yes.
especially like when it comes to certain crimes, it's like it is a crime of opportunity. There are people that are just messed up. They're looking for someone walking down the street alone at night. You know, it's not gonna make them not do it.
I mean, I'll just wait, and then I'll
Yeah,
do it on
most
the
murders
Thursday.
aren't premeditated. Exactly.
Dang. I thought I could find something at the probe cannon, but I didn't.
Dang.
It says there's more there, but there's nothing.
Maybe it's something that you find somewhere else.
Yeah, it's gotta be that.
More info about it. A lot of people don't care about the legality of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you gotta suspend your disbelief. But I think about it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Something like it got put out when I ran out of oxygen.
Yeah.
Put a sign that says "Do not disturb" on your door.
I just don't like. I don't like the concept of it because there's not any crime that I want to commit. I'm not even interested in like stealing a TV
Yeah.
or like stealing even a candy bar. It's like I don't have any crime that I want to do.
Yeah, because like for most people, if they know like, oh, you're not gonna get punished if you do this crime, it's like they still wouldn't do it anyway, just because they don't want to.
Yeah, it's like, there's no crime.
It's
that
not
I would
always
want
the
to commit.
punishment that holds people back. It's just that they don't want to do it.
Oh, I want to read this one. It looks like a sleep paralysis moment.
Oh boy.
Let's see. This was from Overlord. Hold on.
This one night, I was sleeping in my bed.
Laying on my stomach. For some reason, I woke up in the middle of the night, still laying on my stomach. I went back to sleep, but suddenly I heard some growl from above me. I stayed motionless. Then I pretended to swing my arm in my sleep over my head. It never happened to me again. Dude, I had something like that happen once, and it scared me so bad. Me and my brother were playing hide and go seek, and so I like laid down under a blanket, and I was like hiding behind my bed. And I think what it was I must have started going to sleep, and you know, like when you start sleeping and you hear your own breath, and it sounds really disconnected and weird. Well, I started doing that, but I wasn't going to sleep, so it sounded like someone else was breathing, and it scared me really bad. It was just really freaky.
People like Richard Ramirez and Ted Bundy would not be satisfied with one measly night of legalized crime. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sleep paralysis is terrible. I usually get like the auditory hallucinations, and every time my brain convinces me that I'm being like researched. Like what I always hear is scratching of pencil on paper, and the people saying, "Is it time yet?" No, there's a while longer.
Yeah, weird stuff.
And it's like, oh, it's the worst. Can't move. That's all I hear. Never heard of The Traveler, no. Inscription Chapter 1 is scarier than most horror games. Inscription Chapter 1 is pretty scary. I never did play it, but I watched some of it, and then the person that I was watching didn't play anymore. That was sad. Or it could have been an auditory hallucination, Dan.
Well, your brain can play tricks on you. There's like a really weird thing. Like if I'm really tired, I'll like. It's really, especially if I stay up for 24 hours. I try to go to sleep. It feels like I can hear stuff in the room, but it's just because my brain's really tired.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate sleep paralysis. I get it every now and again.
You know that fake falling thing that happens to you sometimes? That happens to me with wolves ripping my arms apart instead of me falling.
Oh, I
Ugh.
hate
Oh
that.
man.
That sounds terrifying. For me, it's not always like falling. What it feels like is that I'm like dreaming that I'm walking and then I slip off of a step.
Yeah.
Try to catch myself.
Yeah, there's a sleep paralysis that I used to get all the time, which I'm so glad I don't have anymore. I would look at the door and there'd be just a witch's head, like on the door, and then she would go, "Ma!" And then I'd wake up and I'd be like so scared.
Yeah.
And just like picture like a stereotypical like green face, warty nose, just you know like a witch's head. It was so stupid. And I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh my god, I hate that.
Dan, you're talking about Insidious, right? The horror movie that has that red demon sharpening its claws while tiptoe through the windows playing in the background?
Yeah, that's
Gosh.
insidious.
Yeah.
That movie was pretty good.
I hate tinnitus, and when it starts, I'm
I
about
have
to sleep.
tinnitus.
Terrifying because everything is so quiet, but I can still hear the ring.
Yeah.
That's one I try not to think about because I'm scared it'll happen to me.
Well, yeah, and it's like, so, our grandma got tinnitus. I think she had it for the last couple of years of her life.
Yeah.
And I hate the idea of that happening. And every time that my ear rings, I get afraid that it's not going to go away.
Yeah, once you can kind of train yourself to be like, oh, I'm just having that sleep paralysis thing again, and then you can kind of like get away from it.
I still get freaked out just because I can, like, it's that I can't move. And a lot of times I clench my teeth when I sleep, and when I wake up with sleep paralysis, I can feel my jaw is so tight, and it feels so terrifying because it feels like I can't breathe.
Jeez, look at that.
Yeah, because I had like tinnitus when I was a kid.
Really?
And my ears would just ring all the time, and it's just, oh, I hate that.
That's scary.
Like I actually feel
You
pain.
feel pain?
I hate that.
Ugh. Because people will say that you can't feel pain in dreams. It's not true. Like, they'll be like, oh, pinch
No,
me.
you can.
And it's like,
you
Well,
can.
like usually, like the idea is the pinch will wake you up. I think.
I thought it was supposed to be that, like, if you feel the pain, then you're awake.
There was one time when I was a kid, I had left like a string or something on my bed, and I got tangled up in it, and so I was having a dream that like a snake was like strangling me. I woke up and it was tangled around my arm.
Oh.
And it was like really scary, and luckily I was able to get untangled. But
Dude, I got a psychosomatic injury once. Like, I dreamt. So it was weird. It's stupid. It wasn't even a nightmare. I was dreaming that I was like dirt bike racing against Gaara from Naruto,
Yeah.
and he like shot sand at me to slow me down, and it cut my arm. And when I woke up, I had a cut on my arm where it was in the dream.
Yeah. They'll do that.
my ears only ring when I think about my ears ringing. Yes, exactly. I try never to think about it because then they'll start ringing. I hate that. Oh, I've had that dream before, the kidnapped by a witch one.
And
And then she lets you go in the morning. Oh, I hated that. That just brought back a weird ass memory from when I was a kid. I used to have that dream all the time. For a few
find that
seconds,
energy
like
lab.
no muscle spasms, but a sudden sensation in my body just tensing up to the point where I can't control how I move. Yeah, or it's just like you're so tight you can't move.
I had a dream I was fighting, and I woke up punching my mattress.
Oh, I've done that before.
Yeah, that's happened to me. Or like I had that dream that my ceiling fan was like ricketing around like it was gonna fall. So I woke up and walked over to my chair and watched it until it fell, and it didn't fall. And I was like, oh, that must have been a dream. So I went back to bed.
I might have found the energy lab.
My brother threw that metal stick from a dumbbell on your head. Oh.
Crap, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, like, what the heck, lady? Just kidnaps you for a night? Unidentified signal nearby. Huh.
Yeah, dreams are weird.
Something over there.
Yeah. I mean, it's your brain just firing neurons, right? So,
Yeah.
of course, weird things are gonna happen. Is there a name for that specific body tension? I don't know. I think they're getting their couch.
Ooh, bongos. It's an
Oh,
Eggman. It's a
nice
golden egg
shirt.
from Billy Hatcher.
Look at him! Goodness, it's you. Hello, I take it your first launch went well then. Welcome
Yeah.
to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. Hornfels asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know?
Wow.
What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today.
Novae.
Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or four on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Found something.
Please do tell. I found your notes about the outer rock's main crater. I found no writing about a hidden planet. I found no writing about
A
the
lot of
planet from the
stuff.
moon. Yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Yeah. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts.
Whenever you find bugs in your bed,
Oh,
like, I almost don't even want to, like, address that because I hate that so much. Because I had that happen when I was a kid. And it's just, like, the worst thing ever.
when I lived here in the room downstairs, sometimes I would find a spider in my bed. Just like, oh. I had a nightmare when I was very young where I just walked normally around my home until I saw a weird table, and every time I looked under the table I saw a severed head,
Wow.
which randomly just made my vision weird and jump scared me. That was the most terrifying thing. Ugh. I hate when, like, you're having that dream and you know I've had this dream before, and you know it's going to happen, and you can't do anything, right?
That makes me think of that show Creep Show that's
Yeah.
with the dollhouse and the severed head. That was a really creepy episode.
Yeah, that was good.
Um,
Try Iron Lung. Very cool and interesting indie horror game about exploring an ocean of blood. Oh.
Ugh. Bumping a kneecap into something very solid. It not really hurts. It happens to me at least 3 to 4 times. I end up on the floor almost. Yeah, I'm very careful with my knees because, oh my gosh, I don't mess with knee injuries. They hurt so bad.
Have you ever been, like, hit in the shins?
Yeah.
So it's like I've literally had someone swing a baseball bat at school and it like left their hands and it hit me in the shins, and that's still like one of the worst pains I've ever felt. It just whack right across. Also, like a volleyball to the stomach hurts very bad too.
Yeah.
So lazy that I just go to sleep in my dreams. I just turn my dreams into lucid dreams, summon a blanket, and just go to sleep.
Yeah.
I can make myself
Yeah.
stop having a nightmare if I'm having the nightmare, or if like sometimes if like I'm being chased or something, I'll go, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll just be like, okay,
Yeah, it
gone.
stops. Mhm.
Yeah, and just make the monster leave. I'm like, okay, something else now. I dislocated my kneecap. It was the worst. Our grandma
Ugh.
shattered her kneecap when
Yes.
she was roller skating. She fell right on it and just shattered it. That was terrible.
Is this his ship?
I think so.
Because it ain't mine.
Yeah, I think that's church ship.
Mm-hmm.
Nice ship.
It does. It's better than mine. I want to take it. Let me have it. He doesn't need it.
He's staying here.
Well, that was informative.
Yeah.
It's nice to find something new.
And this is on Ember Twin?
Yes. The energy lab must be...
It's in the canyon.
Yes.
I've gotten to the
Downstairs.
point where I can shake myself from a nightmare if what I'm experiencing is too distressing. Yeah, me too.
Yes. As long as I know that I'm in a nightmare.
Also, sometimes I'm lucky enough that, like, I'll be making noises at my sleep and he'll, like, be like, hey.
Yeah, if I start hearing, closed mouth screaming, I'll roll over and wake her up. School wants someone unknowingly
what?
opened some double doors in my face. I don't know, it was an accident. At least he apologized, but I still couldn't control how angry I was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Looking back on it, you laugh, yeah.
Oh yeah, my coworker dropped something on my toe.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, something really heavy.
Yep.
Can't go up there.
Really, I woke up, I had wrecked
Oh,
the
no!
bed. God. Yeah, I've had that happen before. That's hilarious. It's like, especially like the first time it happens, it's like something so innocent. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, we won't unpack that too much, but that's funny.
Yeah.
No, me and my coworker were doing some work, and
Ooh.
he hadn't latched something, and so when I picked it up, it fell out and landed on my
Finding some
foot.
red hole.
I was very mad. I knew it was just an accident, but I was just like, "Ooh, why'd you do that?"
The other wrong. So let's inconvenient. The lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City.
Oh, man.
Well, my friend started streaming. Time to join his voice chat.
If you're here to help, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab.
Yeah, when you stub your toe, you feel like it's bleeding, but it's not. It's like your brain's like, surely I must be bleeding. And you look, it's like, oh no, it just hurts really bad.
It's so annoying how badly a stubbed toe hurts. Like, I accidentally kicked one of my toes into the leg of a chair, and it wasn't even that much force, and it hurt so bad.
Well, we at least found the lab. We just
Yeah.
have to get in through the
Sunless City.
Sunless City.
Oh, we've been here
Yes,
in
that's
the
familiar.
in the hologram. Oh, one more unread thing. Inviting sand inside of a disruptor setup and can have enormous consequences. You realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless.
And thus it did.
My manager at my old job dropped a marble sculpture on her toe.
Oh.
That gave me chills.
Marble sculptures are heavy.
Yeah. I remember that I messed up my toe really bad once because I think I was like 12. And I went to open the door to my bathroom and someone was already in there. And just as I was going to open it, someone else opened it and right onto my toe. I think it was Dad. Right onto my toe. And I had like this huge bruise and then I had like a blood mark under my toenail that was like the shape of a profile of a head.
Crash site.
And it was there for like 2 years.
She definitely broke it but refused to go.
Ugh.
So hard. It didn't bleed. It botched. It was so painful. It was down for a few days. And then again, no blood outwards, but it was sore in the nail. Yeah.
Yeah. You got that COD flashbang effect IRL once. Oh. Picked up your brother and your vision went white. Oh, yeah. That's happened to me before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you drop him?
You feel your
It
air
fell
supply
over
tank
holding
and
him,
return
yeah.
quickly. Oh, geez. It's getting covered up.
You ever have like, and I hate these dreams, so it's like, it'll just be like a regular boring dream, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then you're like pissing in the dream, and like when you're a kid, you know, you'll just wake up and you've accidentally pissed your bed, but when it happens as an adult, you're like, oh crap, wake up, I need to get up and go to the bathroom. Like, you wake up and it's like, oh, thank God, I didn't piss myself.
Well, oftentimes I'll have a dream where I'm looking for the bathroom, you know?
Yes,
like,
or
oh,
something
I
like
need to use
that.
the bathroom. I'm looking for the bathroom. And then I'll have like this thought of, if I'm dreaming, what's going to happen?
There's like a TikTok where this guy gets back, goes to the bathroom, and he's like peeing for a really long time, and then he hears his like alarm clock go off, and goes, oh no, and he wakes up and it was a dream.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never went to bed either, but like I have a lot of dreams that I'm looking for the bathroom, and I'm like, am I going to what the bed?
No, please wake up. Not like this.
Go to the bathroom in your dream, and then you're doing your business. You suddenly realize you're in your dream. Yeah.
I should stop drinking water soda before bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to stay hydrated at night, obviously, but
I'll drink a lot of water, and then I use the
Oh,
bathroom, and I'll have like
no.
one more sip of water.
Yeah,
and then
I
go to
kind
bed.
I kind of time it.
I'd have to get here way
have
early
dreams
if I
where I
wanted to
have to
get
go
there.
to the
without
I
getting
do
buried in the
too!
sand.
I do too. I have dreams like that all the time, where I'm like just looking for a bathroom, and it's like I'm in the mall or something. I'm like, where's the bathroom? Where is it?
Uh-oh.
I'd feel.
Yeah, dang. Not sure if I... Well, I've been to the Sunless City, right? Isn't it way down there in the cave where I got
Yeah.
smushed?
It is.
I'd have to get there much earlier if I wanted to do anything about that. I just saw that load in.
Got a few more minutes left of the stream.
Yes.
I drink water before bed to help me wake up early. Yeah, that'll wake you up.
Surprisingly enough, I haven't went to bed ever since that dream,
Oh,
even
what
though
the
I
heck
had.
is this?
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Oh my gosh! What? That's new.
Skeleton of this dude in here.
Ooh.
That's new.
Sure
What's
is.
it doing here?
It's
I don't
sinking
know.
in the sand?
It
Oh, the sand is rising.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, well, end of the line.
It's your subconscious way of telling us to get off our lazy butts and go to the bathroom. Yeah, but it's like you're dreaming, so you don't know that you're dreaming, you know? You just think that you're trying to find the bathroom.
Oh yeah, have you ever like woke up and you have to pee so bad you can't even pee? Like it's like, it like hurts.
Ow. Yeah.
Might as well just let the sand crush me. I'm
Yeah.
stuck in here.
Oh gosh.
An egg.
Gosh.
Yeah. We've reached the point where there's a lot of really hard to reach things that can probably be done.
I forgot how to pee once. I think I had that when I was a kid once, and I was like, oh man, because I was like over analyzing it. Like I was
staring at an egg for a whole long time there.
You're just thinking about it too
At
much.
least we met Chert.
Yeah, you made a ton of progress.
Yeah. Even though we were kind of just talking the whole time.
Yeah, we
Poor Arceus,
definitely
he's
did a
trying to
few
focus
things.
on the game and here we were talking about pee.
That
It's
is what was
fine, he can do
happening.
both.
It's not as hard as it might sound.
Well, it's almost noon. It's 11:59. Do you want to just stop here?
Yeah. We'll just wind down and look at the map. Try and see if there's anything we can point out. Haha. Haha again.
Anglerfish fossil.
Is it a fossil or a skeleton?
I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. So we need to shoot the scout into his mouth
Right.
before...
Right.
I went to a nightmare when a dentist told me, show me those pearly whites, then he literally tore me to pieces. Ugh.
8 p.m. time zones, man.
Use the
Yeah.
bathroom so hard I
Time zones are
screamed.
nuts.
That's so funny. It would be in a public bathroom too. Wah!
Yeah, all the other stars are exploding, not just ours, because he sees a bunch of supernovae. Why are all the stars blowing up? He says they might be older than we initially thought, but we still wouldn't be able to watch them blow up.
Yeah.
A dream where you killed Stitch.
No!
Why? How?
He shot him.
I don't know if that would work. Didn't he get run over by an 18-wheeler?
Stitch?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
They
did.
not
Start
kill
the
him.
movie,
I
yeah.
don't
You're
think you
right.
could shoot him. They said he's nearly indestructible.
Right.
But we're arguing about lore in a dream. We're taunted by
You were
the high energy lab.
traumatized too.
Yeah, there's weird stuff like the high energy lab. Apparently all the escape pods have something in them still. Except 2.
He's pretty durable, yeah.
It's insanely durable.
The perfect pet. Well, not perfect.
Not entirely perfect, but...
I pray that God will send me an angel. It cuts to Stitch. He's like laughing maniacally. That's a great
Getting Stitch to be nice,
moment
it's harder, because
right
he was
there.
literally made for destruction.
4626. It's getting Stitch to be nice. That's the real issue, exactly. I kind of want to watch Lilo and Stitch sometimes.
It is established that the only reason he didn't go nuts and start killing everyone on Earth is because he landed in Hawaii where there are no big cities.
And Lilo was nice to him.
Yes, and then because of that, she was nice to him and it changed him. Because he made
I
him
also think
specifically to
that.
take up big cities. And because there were no big cities, he just didn't know what to do with himself.
Yeah. My brain sorts Stitch in the same little box as Invader Zim.
Interesting.
You know, they're both little aliens that were
Yeah.
like sent in a ship from another place.
I don't know how that crossover would go.
I wonder.
I could believe they're in the same continuity.
Lilo and Stitch is such an underrated movie.
It's really good. The whole series is good.
Yeah, see you later, Tay.
Yep, catch you next time.
Peace.
Who knows? Maybe they'll make another Lilo and Stitch thing at some point. Disney has never really let that series go, for the
I
most part.
think we have enough.
Yeah.
I don't really want more Lilo and Stitch because I feel like all that we have is good, and if you keep adding more, it might not be good.
Yeah, I have seen the Lilo and Stitch PS1 game, which is basically Crash Bandicoot. I don't know how you would have made a game based on Lilo and Stitch in the PS1 era, so they just went, Crash Bandicoot, I guess.
I kind of wish that they would have made one based off the show.
Yeah,
where you're,
but
like,
they didn't.
trying
so
to
that would have
find and
worked
collect
really
all
well.
the experiments. Yeah. It was used for this one show where you called in and controlled the game with your phone.
I remember that.
Pretty sure Stitch was engineered to be intelligent.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. He's very intelligent. But he was also made for destruction.
Yes.
Made to lift things 10,000 times his own size. Even though every other time after they say 10,000 times his weight. Which are different things, technically,
Yeah.
Because any time they wanted to mess with him, they would always give him something 10,001 times his weight. And it would always make him immediately drop it.
So funny. Emily. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
had a good time. I hope you had a
Mhm.
good time.
Hope we got enough done for one stream. There's still a whole lot in this game, I'm sure. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, learning about the Ash Twin project is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just storing memories there and then they shoot him back through time. But we don't know where it is.
You think Switch should play a record made with pure intentions, but they never expected the internet to be a thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first meme that I saw of that was it playing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh yeah, day one.
So funny.
That meme will never ever die. It'll always just kind of be there.
All this talk of using the bathroom. I really need to use the bathroom now.
I know,
Like...
right?
Oh, that was in response to him saying Zim is probably still on the Switch. And honestly, he is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he definitely is. I mean, Zim's not necessarily unintelligent for the most part, but I think Stitch is probably smarter than him.
Yeah, Zim's not very smart, but...
Stitch is definitely more clever than he is, that's for sure. He could outwit him any day.
Yeah, but Rick Astley is still alive and well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very accepting of the meme.
Oh, yeah. He sang that nice piano cover of it in 2020, and was like, it's the credits song of the internet.
Yeah.
It sounded like it.
I mean, it's really kind of turned to the fact that he'd always had to sing it at least once. He seems to love it, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And why wouldn't? The song is good. Like, I know that, like...
It is good.
I knew it before it was a meme. So, like, the fact that it's a meme to me is funny. Because it's like, I just liked the song before. Like, it's a good song.
Yes.
There are one-hit wonders, and then there are timeless wonders, yes. Technically, he had another song that was a hit.
Yes, he did.
Together
He
Forever.
had a couple songs.
Together Forever is a classic. Forever and ever.
Yeah, because if you take that into account, he was not a one-hit wonder.
It's a great song. Hey, if you ever want to listen to more Rick Astley, you should check it out. A Japanese cover by Lily Pichu.
It's
Oh,
insanely
yeah.
good.
I never heard it, but I know Lily Pichu.
If you want to hear just an anime opening version of it, it exists and it's good.
It's corny and dated, but the vocals are... Yeah.
Yes, it is perfect for that reason.
I think it's just fun. The song just makes me happy.
I mean, the song just embodies the entire, ideals of all the music that people made in that period of time.
In the 80s.
In the 80s.
Is it the anime version?
Yes. This is another one, too. People have made multiple Japanese covers now, as I'm hearing.
Can't put it too loud, otherwise we might get copyright.
That'd be amazing.
Ooh, it's in Japanese, yeah!
Yes, exactly. It is.
I know yoru wa... I think I said the wrong words there. Yoru means night. Oops. A different word.
Strangers Tonight.
Strangers to the Night.
Yes.
I know
Also a
yoru
good
wa.
lyric.
Love. It would actually be love. Love at night. I think if you were to say
Yeah.
I know yoru wa, yeah. The love is at night.
The Love is at Night. Also a good lyric. Strangers Tonight.
Isn't that a song? Strangers in the Night.
I think it is. That's how they would translate that
Strangers
song.
in the night. Exchange Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Let's throw back to the Scooby Doo movie there.
Yeah, we're gonna go full
Scooby
circle.
Dooby Doo. Exchanging glances. Scooby Dooby Doo. Also Japanese versions of the Phineas and Ferb songs. Oh really?
Jeez.
What would that series even be? Strangers Tonight.
I don't know, you could think of something. Sounds like a young adult novel.
I know yoru.
Can I head
Okay,
out,
bye,
Ricky?
Rupi. Thanks.
Gotta eat your lunch? We do too.
Yeah.
I'll catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out. We're pretty much done here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just quit out before the sun kills us.
Yeah.
Well, I always end up getting a lot more done than I would expect. I
Yeah.
keep thinking we're just gonna run around and find nothing to do.
I always worry about that too, but luckily that doesn't happen.
You always manage to find something. that I don't know what we'll do next time.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
It was fun. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you. So, thanks everybody. Hope you had fun. It was a good time. But next stream, of course, going to be Wednesday. More Elden Ring. It'll be fun.
Visions of Adelaide.
Yes. Adelaide Light-Ye.
Yeah.
Made a lot of progress. Went just 2 for 2. Took out 2 major bosses. Just one in each stream. Very strange.
Oh, we already had the time
Yeah,
change.
we already did. We already went daylight savings time.
A few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, freak.
Then next Saturday we'll play more Outer Wilds.
Yes.
Try to solve the whatever mysteries remain. We must be getting close.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like if not next stream, the stream after that.
I mean, Emily and Nico know better than we do, but...
Yeah. We'd have to be close. We just have to figure out the mystery of that other planet that it's warping to, the Quantum Moon.
Quantum Moon, yeah.
And I think that'll be a big
The
one. I
sixth
think that's what we
location.
should look into, I suppose.
Okay.
Like I said, that's it. Till we meet again. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Later.
Ow! Yeah, a bubble. Woo!
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.